Hello everyone, hope you're all well. So it's good to be back, and to those of you who stuck around and believed in me, thank you very much. I really appreciate you, and thank you for your lovely comments and your kindness. It does make a difference, you know, in terms of wanting to come back, knowing that there are people who enjoy my videos and express that in the comments section, and make lovely comments. It just makes all the difference in wanting to come back. You might be able to hear Rudy in the background making funny noises. When he does that, it's because I'm speaking and he doesn't know what I'm doing, basically. So what I thought I'd do to ease myself back in, I thought I'd show you some of the projects that I'm working on, or talk about them, and also show you some things that I've bought that I haven't been sharing with you, of the last few months. Obviously not the last month because I haven't been here, but yeah. So I thought I'd share them with you. So yeah, anyway, I hope you're all doing well. The sun is finally coming out here. It's been overcast all morning, but it's coming out now, so that's nice. I'll probably go for a wander in the, I'm trying not to say the W word for Rudy. But yeah, I'll probably go for a wander shortly, but I thought I'd come on and just share some things with you, so you might be interested. So anyway, I'll make a start. So yes, I'm thinking about some of the things I bought recently, and some things I bought a while ago. So I'll show you this one first. I love this box. This was from Oxfam, and it is cards that your teacher would use. I don't know how old they are. It didn't give the description about how old they are, but yeah, it's basically learning cards. And I'm assuming maths, because it's got the abacus and what have you. Now, I don't think they're particularly nice looking, and when I got them I was a bit but they're not too thick that I can't reuse them in some way. Well, certainly to make cards, to make, maybe this could be a couple put together, could make a really nice journal cover. The size is really nice, so there'll be lots of uses from them, but I thought I'd show you them. I can't remember how much I paid because I got them a while ago, but they're teacher's aids, basically. I haven't showed them to my sister, she's a teacher. I thought I might do that, but I don't know if she'd be interested, to be honest, with all the, modern things that they have now. But I love the box as well. So anyway, there you go. Just thought I'd show you that. The box is really sturdy. Stained, but I really don't mind that. It's just, shows the history. Huge staples as well. Anyway, so that's the first thing I thought I'd show you. Second thing is these. I bought these recently. These were £1 in a charity shop. So the other thing was from Oxfam online. The other box I just showed you. This is from a charity shop. It's a huge charity shop near me, and I really quite like these. I don't often see vintage wallpaper where I am, but I think these are really pretty. They've got that lovely gold sheen. I'm hoping that you can see that. Yeah, you can. So there's a nice gold sheen on there. This one's slightly different, smaller, but as you can see, it's very similar colours and what have you. It hasn't got the gold sheen on it, but it's really pretty. So yeah, so I'll be using those at some point. There's a lot there, so I might have to share some of that. And that is £1. Yeah. Now, let's see now. Looking for any book Sorry, I should have had this all organised for you, but yeah, I've just been trying to figure out what I got. Right, what I'll show you next is this. So I got this. I went to my son and daughter-in-law to stay with them recently, and we went to, well, I spent quite a long time in an antique shop. It was like these booths, you know, that separate sellers have, and yeah, it was really, I spent a lot of time in there. I didn't buy anything first round, I don't think. Oh no, I did. I'll show you those in a minute. But then I went with so the first time I went by myself, and then I told my son and daughter-in-law, you know, you should come and have a look at this, and we went and had another look. They didn't stay very long, or we didn't stay very long, so they weren't because we'd already done lots of things that day, they were tired, so they didn't get to see a lot of things. But there was one stall that was hidden away in a room. It was a separate room from all the others, and it had lots of different items in that were cheap. And you can hear him in the background. And this was, I just immediately, this caught my eye, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So it's a Medici book for children, from 1976. It was 40p, and just look at the lovely illustrations. I mean, it's in such good condition when you think of how old it is, but really beautiful illustrations there, absolutely gorgeous. So I really wanted this. When I saw it, I was like, I have to have that. I mean, for 40p, you know. I've seen books of hers before. I'm pretty sure that she does a lot of other books, so yeah, keeping well, they're all from Molly Brett, so yeah, so I've seen some of hers before, but yeah, as I say, really beautiful, so really happy with that. 40p. Now, while I was at my you know, my family, staying with my family, my son and daughter-in-law. So my daughter-in-law sadly lost her mum at the end of last year. And I knew her mum, you know, I'd spent time with her. We went on holiday, not last year, the year before. And together, you know, the four of us. And yeah, just really, really sad, really heartbreaking. But when I went to visit my daughter-in-law, Hayley, she told me about, they're clearing the house basically, and she told me about these books that she had, and she said, I want you to have them. So I was overwhelmed, really. I mean, they're just so beautiful. You know, I just, yeah, really stunning. So I was so, you know, happy to receive them. They would never, I would never sell them or anything like that, and they eventually will no doubt go back to Hayley at some point. But yeah, it's just really nice to have them and have a look through them. So there's one about flowers, and there's another one about birds. They're called the Shown to Children series. So let's just have a look. These birds, you can see they've got some foxing on them, which are the brown marks, but look at the pretty, they're very pale looking. Images, they're quite soft, but I love them. I just think they're gorgeous. You know, it was of the time, really. Isn't that lovely? I can see somebody's had a pencil to them, and I suspect that must be Hayley. So I should be having words. But yeah, just so adorable and such a lovely thing to offer. and to put in my care. So I certainly will care for them, and just so inspirational. So there we go. So those 2 books I thought I would show you. So the next thing I wanted to show you is this box. Now I haven't put anything in it. So I got this from the Linen Garden. Have I put anything in? Oh yes, I have. Okay. Oh, maybe I bought the box with these things in. I think I did. When I think about it, yes. So I bought this box from the Linen Garden a while ago. I can't remember how long ago, but not that long ago, just a matter of a couple of months, maybe a few months. And inside were all these lovely lace pieces. There's a collar there. Really pretty antique lace. This is fluff from my cat, Bobby. So I don't know how that went into there, but anyway. Isn't that beautiful? So, yeah, just some really nice pieces. So, you know, translucent. And then these gorgeous cutaway patterns. Broderie Anglais, and this pattern here, I just love it. Anyway, so lots of pretty details in here, and the small linen there. This collar, silk collar, old, bit grubby, don't mind that. It's in like a peachy colour with this lovely detail, stitching detail. And then a few other little pieces, you know, not crazy pieces, nothing crazy. That's pretty. It's sort of like little cherries or something on. I don't know what they are. Tiny piece there, and some other smaller pieces here. So yeah, so I bought that, as I said, a while ago now, and it's just been sitting. I haven't done anything with it. Just, you know, I just love old things like this, so that's why it's, you know, I bought it. And then I've got these little rosebuds, very pale pink. She's put blush, I suppose you could call them blush. They're just very, very pale pink rosebuds, so I'll be using them at some point. Yeah, so this, can't get it open. It's one of my hairs stuck to there now. Right, so that's that box, and I love the box. It's plywood. I don't know how old it is. It doesn't appear to be as old as it would seem. The cover obviously looks old, but I don't think it's that old. I don't know. Okay, so that's that. So then, just show you these. So while I was at my son's, as I said, I went to the antique shop, and on the first day I bought these. So this was a lovely little pack of, well, you'll see, pieces. This was I think it was £8 for the lot, and I think that's a bargain. Isn't that exquisite? I mean, it is for my liking. I think it's absolutely stunning. I love this very delicate lawn. I believe it's called cotton lawn, I believe, fabric. And then the lace, I love the lace. It's beautiful. I just love this so much. It's a gorgeous piece. This is silk, real silk. This is the right way up, I believe. And isn't that just, again, exquisite? I think I you know, I was very lucky to get these things. Yeah. And then that very delicate lace there. Just beautiful. I think I wouldn't have paid more than £10 for it, so it was either £8, £10, something like that. And then there's another sort of handkerchief, or yeah, I think this is a lady's handkerchief with a lovely bit of embroidery on it, like summer flowers, big heavy flowers, so beautiful. Another one. And this one has a lovely floral design all the way around, with this cut work as well. All the way around, it's got a little hole there. Don't mind the holes under. I really don't mind those. They don't ever bother me. I mean, if it was extensive, then, you know, but even then I would probably still buy it. If it's beautiful, and that's it. That's beautiful. So there you go. And again, that lovely, delicate, very soft cotton. I don't know how old they are, but I'm assuming they are antique. This has a monogram on, MRA. I love this design around the edges. You can see it's again that very soft fabric, like very light soft fabric, and it's just so delicate, it fall apart, you know. As you can see, it's got holes in. Oh, hang on a minute, there's a secret to this. It's a little case. So this would be either a pyjama case or a nightie case or something like that, or smalls case that you would put your nightie in or smalls in. And I love it, but obviously it's well worn. And then we've got this one with an M monogram. I suspect these came from the same household. That beautiful, so detailed. And there's nothing else on that, but again the same very light, delicate fabric. This is another M. Now I don't know if, I doubt, well, who knows who did these, but look at this lovely monogram there as well. So, you know, somebody who maybe had excuse me, a bit of money to spare. Oh, and there's another one with the same monogram, and exactly the same as the other one, and another one, and then another one. So all of those for either £8 or £10. I'm pretty sure it was £8, but let's say, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it was £8. I think that's a bargain for £8, considering the quality of these. So anyway, I thought I'd show you those as well. Let's see, just checking there isn't anything else in that pile. Just here. Oh no, I've shown you that. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I've got some more books, but I'm not sure where they are. So I'll just show you what I have to hand. So yesterday, now this is all a bit disjointed because I bought these things over a period of time, but yesterday I went to a charity shop that I hadn't been to before, and it's really close to me as well. I was really shocked. So and I bought a few things. I'll show you this first. So this was £1.50. It's from WH Smith, which is a stationery shop. Anyways, I'm just make sure you can see. Yep. Hope I've been in. I'll just pull you back a little bit. So I hope I've been in frame this whole time. So anyway, lovely book. Probably 70s or 80s. Let's see. 82. And it's full of these lovely illustrations. And it's natural history, so it's like it's birds, fish, flowers, trees, bugs, somebody's lotto card. So I bought that for £1.50. Look at that, you know, I mean, there's just so many lovely detailed images. Perfect for, you know, either using in journals or just for interest, you know, maybe sketching and practicing your sketching and things like that. It's just gorgeous, love it. And information, you know, where you can learn about something, learn about plants or particular bugs, so you can look it up as a reference book. So I bought that. Oh my goodness me, look at that. So yeah, £1.50, that was a bargain. This, they gave me this for free, I believe. I mean, I did spend quite a lot of money in there, so, you know, I accepted graciously. But yeah, this is obviously an old pattern, a smocking pattern, and it's got all the advertisements that you might expect, and then smocking stitches and things like that. Maybe I can learn some smocking. But I love the little girl images or the children's images, and then yeah, smocking. I do find smocking very pleasant, very pleasing to the eye, in dresses and things, children's clothing and what have you. Yeah, and look at those, aren't they gorgeous? So yeah, really lovely. So I was really happy to get that. They had a few, but I only picked up the one. I bought this just because you don't often see them for £2. Just have a sip of coffee. Now, I bought it, but when I saw it, I wasn't that keen on the colour of this embroidery, the colours that's been used in this embroidery. I certainly don't like this sort of colour. Prefer the softer green. So I don't like the colours that have been used, but it is very vintagey looking, and I think it has a place in some of the projects that I will do in the future. It's stained. For £2, it's good value. Can't complain at all. But it's vintage. It's not that old. You can see the material. It's sort of a mixture. I don't know what of, but it's a mixture of something. It's not just cotton. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's pretty enough. It's just not my colours. Okay, but I did buy it to use it. So, and then I bought this because I'm going to cut it up because I love this colour blue. So it's just a pillow slip, but the blue is a really pretty blue, and it will go with lots of different projects because I use a lot of blue in my work, and that would be a really nice colour to add, you know, when it's cut up, and I can use it in different ways. So I bought that. That was 50p. Then I bought, where are they? Oh, I'm not sure where I've put them now. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Silly me. Right, so then I got these two, and these are very vintage looking. Now, again, wouldn't necessarily be my cup of tea, but I can see the appeal of them, and I think the flowers are so pretty. You know, you've got all, yeah, really soft faded flowers, and I can imagine, you know, even if you cut out a small square of that, that would be pretty. And you know, you could embroider over them. This was 50p for the two. This was in a different charity shop, much more interesting charity shop as it turns out. But anyway, so I got that for 50p, and there's two of them. Perfect for cutting up and making into something. Then, just check, I got this. Now this is a bargain. No, it's not, I don't think they're vintage. Maybe they are. I mean, the card certainly looks it. But anyway, so this was for all of that, it was £5. I think that's a bargain, even if they're not vintage. So I love this. I think that's so nice. So yeah, just for edging the page. And there's loads and loads and loads of it. I'll never get through it all. So that was 10p per metre. So I don't know what it would be now, but it certainly wouldn't be 10p. This, again, modern nylon lace. I don't think there's any cotton involved. That's certainly, there's a nylon edging there. So yeah, pretty though. Again, imagine, I mean, you could edge so much using this. I'll never get through it. And then a larger lace, again, nylon, modern or vintage, and they're okay. I got them because I thought I could use them. You know, they're not like, I've got lots of vintage and antique laces, but these I think could really be used in lots of different projects, and I can share them with others. So again, I think that was a bargain. Then let's just go through it. So I got these two. So they're both old. Rudy got hold of this just now. Oh, look at that. It's even got the... How interesting. Cane core. So yeah, you can see it's vintage. Faded in places. But love the colour. Love the fact that it's got that on there. So it's everything for yourself and the home. Isn't that great? I love that. So yeah. Love it. So I got two of them. There was quite a few in different colours, and then I got a plain white one. But I love the chunkiness of these. So yeah, and this one has, so it has the inches and then it has the centimetres on the back. So I won't unwrap that. I got, these were 50p each. This was £1 for these three, 10 metres each. Now I can always use these, and I could use them even in sewing. They're so thin, you know, narrow, so they could be used in lots of different ways. Love the colours. They're my type of colour. Love them. They were £1. Got some little handmade rosebuds in yellow and green. Aren't they adorable? Somebody's taken the time to do that. They're hand sewn, and somebody's taken the time to do them. Now I've never made these, but, and I probably wouldn't use those colours, but yeah, it'd be easy to make with those, with that size ribbon. So a little bit of them. I think they were 20p. Some lace for 50p. Again, this is vintage. I quite like it. I don't normally buy coloured lace, but I quite like this. I think brown has a place in my work. Quite like it actually. And also, look at those colours together. They work quite well. Then I got this, 50p. It's folded over. But anyway, you can't really see. I can't find the end, but yeah, so you can see it's quite a nice sized piece of trim. So that will definitely get used. It's a nice creamy colour. Love that. For 50p. This bag of, oh, okay, this bag of buttons. There's some really nice ones in here. I'll take a few out so you can see. So these are plastic, I believe, most of them anyway. So that one's an interesting one. It's got like a brass detail in the centre. Got this, you can see, oops, you can see that's old. Some of them are really old. That one, I like that one with the detail in the centre again. There's a couple of plastic ones, a bit grubby but with clean. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, these are quite pretty. At first I thought they were glass just with the way that they shine, but they're not. And this, you can tell these are old as well. There's a couple of those. Got little berries on them, or flowers. No, they're flowers. A sweet little one like that, look. There's a cream one and a peach one and a creamy coloured one. So yeah, there's a few different ones. There's that one as well. These are all plastic. This big one you can probably see. So it would have had silver paint on to make it shine, but it is plastic. So yeah, so I bought them 50p. No, £1. Now the reason these were £1, even though they're all vintage by the way, is because there were other buttons in with them, and this is an example of one, and this is glass. It's got a really nice detail in it on the back. You can't see it so much. Yeah, I just love that. But here, let me see if I can find them. These, oops. So these are the ones that are glass. Alright, I'll just separate these out a minute because some of them, these came separate. So these are all glass, and these also came in that bag, but I separated them out. And they're all beautiful, really beautiful. Yeah, I'm sure that's glass. This is the way that it sounds there. And then these, I love these sort of berries. So again, really pretty buttons to add to my glass collection because I've got quite a few now. You can tell the difference in weight as well, they're so much heavier. But as I say, those were in that backpack as well, so those were £1 basically. Now this one and that, these were separate in a different bag. These are gorgeous. They are glass. You can tell glass and plastic just by putting them on your teeth, by biting on them. Now they've got this gold on the back, which is fading in some places, but aren't they beautiful? I just love them. Just make sure you can see them. Yeah, they're gorgeous. So I was really happy to get them. Those were 50p. I'll put those in with the glass, the other glass one. I got these. Very vintage looking. I think they're really nice. They remind me of caramel. Very nice. Is there another one? Yes, just these. Now these are some of my favourites when they've got this. I forget what it's called now. This here. So they're obviously metal inside, and then this plasticky blue, matte blue colour. Now, you know, they're not pretty, but I think they look really effective somewhere. So that's why I got those. Again, 50p. Now, these are interesting. So I got 2 packs of buckles. So these are all plastic. That's grubby. They're all different. It's got a pattern there. Love that colour. And then that one. So these were £1 each, I think. Or maybe not. No, I think they were probably £1 for the 2 packs. They did have another pack as well. And then these buckles here, which these don't have the, you know, this bit on, but I can sew them onto something. And what I thought I'd do is, I mean, that one's lovely. It's very vintage looking. But I thought with these especially, the thinner ones, that they might work to be rusted. So I might rust those. I don't think I'll rust that though. I don't know. It's got watermarks on it, but they are watermark. I mean, I just think that's really nice. Anyway, so those. So, and then, is there anything? Yes, and then some Rick-Rack, 50p. Look at all that for 50p. Now, I don't normally use this, but I like the chunkiness of this. And actually, I saw a pack of Rick-Rack, exactly the same colour and size. I think it was £3, and it wasn't for that much. I mean, so yeah, I got a real bargain there as well. They did have other colours, but I limited myself because obviously you can see that I've bought quite a few things. So these are my purchases from yesterday. This is the problem when you don't put things back properly, do you? Okay. I just need these. Yeah, I can't drop these. Rudy tried to chew that one. Cheeky. Being very cheeky. Okay, right. Now, there's... I'm not going to keep you any longer, but I just want to show you this. It's the most special thing I've bought in a long time. And I got it at the same time that I got those cards, the teacher's cards that I showed you from... you know, Oxfam. So basically all these booklets, so there are 6 of them, and inside, so it's got Anatomy in Action series, Flowering Plants, Projection slide set with notes. So we've got A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E, and that would be F, I'm guessing. Okay, so let's start here. So inside, they're all the same. You've got this wallet, plastic wallet. That's been sewn in, stapled in rather. You have information about each of these, and then, now I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Let me see if I can show you. Yes, can you see? Aren't these amazing? I'm blown away that I have these. I'm absolutely blown away, and I'm going to show you them properly. I'm going to photograph them properly, so in the light, so that you can see them in detail, because they're amazing. And again, it's got the descriptions, which is really helpful. Again, very similar. Turn this one around so you can see more. Yeah, you can't see them really very well there, but hopefully you can see. But as I said, I will. So it gives you all the information that you'd need. It tells you what plant it is. So you've got iris, maize, onion. So all of those are iris, maize and onion. They're just absolutely stunning. And I mean, I don't know what to do with them. I just think, how lucky am I to have these? And who sold them? I mean, why would you sell these? I can't believe somebody would want to sell them because they're stunning. Oh, look, you can see the detail there. Isn't that amazing? Now, I looked up Gene Cox. He's an American, but he was obviously working over here. Look at this one. So, I mean, I'm blown away by these. I don't know about you. You know, different interests, different people have different interests, but these blow my mind that I have these, because this is somebody's work. It's, you know, science, it's biology, and it's also botany. Look at that. Am I in? Oh, that's got to be onion. Hang on. Look at that one. It's got to be onion. I don't know if you'll be able to see it though. There we go. Yeah, that's got to be an onion or a bulb of some sort. And then this one at the end. Look at that. That one's too dark. I think it's onion though. But anyway, yeah. So, anyway, how lucky am I, and how very special, and what do I do with them? Because obviously I'm not going to take them apart. I'm not going to use them in journals. I mean, they're just too special. I don't know what to do with them though. But clearly they were part of the Gerard Biological Centre. $3.99. I mean, come on. 1976, printed in Britain, West Sussex, and Griffin and George, and Gene Cox was the one who did the slides. 1976 for $3.99. It was in the sale. But I mean, why would you sell that? Let's just see what was underneath. $3.99. Now that's cheeky, because it was supposed to be in the sale. I mean, I don't care, because obviously they're worth, you know, it's not the money. But yeah, they're supposed to be in the sale, so they were $3.99. But then, yeah, anyway, cheeky. But these are Oxfam. Oxfam sold these to me. So, Oxfam books. So there you go. So that's some things that I've bought recently. A nice selection, and I do have a lot more. Now, what I'm doing at the moment is, I need to see where it is. Here, what I did is I've got this book. It's called The Penguin Encyclopedia. Sorry, I'm dropping things on the floor and I don't want you to get them, so pick them up. Right, start again. So what I did is I'm going to make a journal. Now this journal is going to be made from single pages. Now what I've done is, that one's really thick. Oh, there's two there. Okay, so I took out, and it's obviously alphabetical, so I took out pages that from A to G. H-I-J. Oh, so no, A to J, okay? So, and then I added, I glued quite a few together, of different pages together, like this. And what I'm doing is the first A, B, C, I've done A, B and C, or maybe I've only done A and B. Up to now I've done A and B, and what I'm doing is I've glued them, layered them, glued them, so they're quite thick. They're like thick card. And then I'm pulling back some of the pages. Now I should have thought about this before I glued them on and made them less solid, but I don't mind that because you get, you know, you don't know what you're going to get when you pull them back. So I'm making them grungy, pull them back in different areas and just sort of giving them a more of a rough edges and things. And then I'm going to create one-page book. So each one will be tied into a book like this. But each page, so as I said, we've got A, B, C, D, you know, up to J. So it will be, I will put them in alphabetically, and this will always be visible, but I will be decorating the pages, so you won't see a lot of that or that. And I will also be adding pages to it, but this is what it is for now. So that's my project on the go at the moment. As I said, it took me ages to get them together. I mean, I can go right up to Z or Z, but you know, this is quite a lot of work, believe it or not. You know, you do it and then you know, you're gluing them. It takes ages. So I mean, some of them have 10 pages literally glued together. So yeah, anyways, so that's what I'm doing. That's my current project in terms of a journal. In terms of sewing, I've been sewing. I did this when I was at my son's house in a couple of weeks ago, just putting together bits of you know, fabrics, different fabrics, putting them together and then sewing them in different ways. So some of them I have stitched on with and left a frayed edge there and there, for example. Some I have stitched on like this, so the frayed edges are on that side, or the, you know, and then some I have sewn together like that, sewn the two sides together like that. So Jerry Bellini did this a while ago. Now I took her idea, I don't want to say copied, I took her idea and I did this, and I enjoy it so much making these pieces of cloth that I keep doing it. I just find it very, very therapeutic. So I made a start and I did these. I've done another one somewhere as well, but I can't find it. So yeah, really happy. And you can see they're all very similar colours, because those are the colours I have in my packs, you know, in my stash. I just don't have a lot of colours, so I'm using what I have. So I'm trying to think what to do with this one. I was thinking about backing it and making it bigger, backing it, and then going to town with the stitching, you know, like a lovely cantha stitch all the way through. So that's, let me know if you've got any ideas. I'd love you to share ideas with me. I think could make a nice journal cover, but I'm not really making a journal cover at this stage with these. I mean, I've got other cloths that I can make journal covers with right now, so I don't want to use these. I want to use these for something else. I mean, I can even, because the colours are very samey, I could even add these on because they just all blend together, you know. So yeah, so that's the other thing I'm doing. You may remember me doing Rachel and Sarah Roxy Creations projects. So I was doing two. One was the what would you call it? It was an art piece where there was a table with flowers on and things like that, and I was doing a background from the Flower Hunter book. This is going back months and months and months and months when Project 80 came out, and I showed you the Flower Hunter book, and then I showed you an image that I wanted to do, and it was plasterwork image with these beautiful flowers and on a table with other things in the background. Now I showed you that, and then I started working on the background, the plasterwork, because I wanted to do it in stitch. First I was going to do it in paint, then I was going to do it in stitch, and I can't find it. So what I did was I've done it in stitch. I started it in stitch, didn't like the paintwork, started it in stitch, but I did seed stitches, different size seed stitches. It's almost complete, but I did cut it off the rest of the panel that I'd chosen, the size, because I just couldn't do it. I couldn't push myself to do it. So I've got this quite a big length of fabric with seed stitches all over it, and I will show you that. I just don't know where it is. I looked for it, but I can't find it. And the other thing that I'm still working on, and I will show you, I promise you I'll show you these two things in my next video. So the other thing is the coverlet, where we're using different vintagey fabrics to make a coverlet, and I'll show you mine because I put it down, I haven't picked it up for a while, but I'm going to pick it back up again. So those are the things I'm working on. So I just thought I'd share that. I've been on quite a long time. It's lovely to be back. Probably I watched a video of Rachel at Roxy Creations yesterday where she was making a ball. Now, one of my favourite things that I've ever made is this. This vessel. And this was inspired by Roxy Creations, Roxy Stitchery of Journal of Stitchery. This was their idea. I mean, I know the idea's been out for a while, but anyway. So I made this, and I want to make another one. But if Rachel was making a ball, a nice shaped small ball in hers, and I'm thinking maybe I'll do that instead. Make a ball, and then I might make another one of these, because look, I use it every day. Every single day I use it when I'm in here. And I add my needles to things. I've got pins stuck in there. I mean, I just love it. One of my favourite things I've ever made. So there you go. Anyway, that's where I'm at. So I'm going to leave you here. Any questions, anything, any suggestions for these would be welcome. Please, now that I'm back, could you bring yourself to subscribe if you haven't already, and please comment and like, because I really want to grow this channel further and reach more people. And in order to do that, the more people who are currently engaged in my channel that do that helps bring more people in. I can't stress that enough. So please help me out if you don't mind. Just, you know, a couple of seconds, not even that, just to press the like button, notification bell, subscribe if you haven't, and then if you don't mind, if you've got time to comment, I would really appreciate it. So thank you very much. I will be back with a sewing video for my next video, and I will see you again very soon. So take care. Bye for now.